Day 2, the babies can go out, the little triplets, in with the bigger kids, and we can see who the bullies are, which are Cal's babies. That's her one buck kid over there who keeps being a bully. Watch, you'll see him. See? He's being a bully. And then that's Jewel's baby right there. And then that's Scarlett's 2 buck kids. They just love it to be able to be outside and play instead of being cooped up in that itty bitty little pen in the barn. But hopefully maybe this weekend they're calling for rain. We're supposed to have straight line winds Friday evening with some rain coming in. And possible rain showers again on Saturday, they're saying, and a small chance on Sunday. So I'm hoping between being able to do what we need to do, we're renting a skid steer because Billy wanted to get all this poop piles cleaned up and put over on a main pile and just get stuff situated. I know he said tomorrow he's going to take the excavator and grade off all of our ruts in the field in front of the barn here and kind of go from there. But I thought I would give you guys an update on the triplets again for day 2 being out here. I'm just going to keep the wheelbarrow up here because it's easiest for me to put them in the wheelbarrow and then carry them. Instead of carrying them, I just wheelbarrow them up here and back down. I've got my dehorner on so I could dehorn Jewel's son, which I think, yeah, it's him right there. He's got to get dehorned. He's like way overdue, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then probably on Monday, I'm going to dehorn the triplets. They're quite not ready right now to do it, but they're close. I can't believe they're already 5 days old. It just doesn't seem like they were born 5 days ago. And then all the rest of these kids, you know, like Cal's kids on the 17th, which is Monday, they'll be 1 month old. And then on the 18th, we have, no, that's not him. I was going to say, that's him right there. He's always trying to get my attention. But as you could see, I mean, you got Scarlett's son there, who would be an amazing herd sire. He's just beautiful. He's very well put together. I'm not saying her other kid right there isn't. It's just he's just a better looking kid than him. And I'm not saying that in a bad way because he's really nice looking too. But he's just sharp. And then when it comes to Cal's 2 buck kids, I'm really favoring that one right there because he's just a lot better looking kid than him. I mean, he's nice looking, and then he is really nice looking, which is out of Jewel's as a buck kid. I mean, I have, out of the 6 buck kids that we had, 3 of them are definitely herd sire quality. They really like that old hay pile to play on. I don't want to put them out here when I know it's supposed to rain because I'm afraid that, you know, like the bully kids are not going to allow them to get inside the hut. You guys already ate. Yes, I still got to go do rabbit chores still. But I wanted to get babies up here so they can stretch their legs and enjoy. See, that is a cow buck kid right there. And he's a bully. And so is Paige. She's a bully too. I mean, don't let... Right there she is. Don't let her fool you. She's a bully. And that comes from their mom, Cal, right here. Because she's a bully. That personality comes right from them as a bully. She is a really nice looking doe kid. That's Hope. Yeah, you are. You're very nice looking. That's Gracie that he's picking on right now. See, and that's Paige picking on. You guys need to be nice. You need to play nice. See, and he's over there picking on Gracie again. He's picking on her. Gracie! Come here, girlie. Don't let him bully you. Come on, girl. There you go. Come on. Come on, Gracie. That's right. Go around. Come on. Gracie. There your siblings are. What are you guys doing? Okay. Miss Willow's actually dried up some more on her side, which is nice to see. I'm actually, when I go to do weights, when we do our milk testing, I'm actually going to weigh her milk and see how much she's producing off that one side, because she's producing quite a bit, actually, I think. Probably almost a gallon off that side, I'm assuming. The place that I bought Cal from, and Blaze, which was a half sister to her. They had the same sires, just different dams. And they've got another doe kid that looks a lot like her, looking for a forever home. Cal, you fertilizing the pasture? Yeah. I don't know if I have enough panels, like I was saying the other day, to come up through this, but why don't I take you guys over there real quick before I turn this off. I know, Darius, I need to get you guys fed and watered. I gotta get everybody fed and watered, actually. I'm gonna say, what's wrong with you, Eli? You are always at the front of the cage every time I walk past. How many do I have? These are all 16-foot panels besides this one here. It's a halfer. So we got 1, 2, 3. 3 16-foots and some half stuff. Oh, 16 times 3. Well, let me see. If I come back over here and we go up 3 panels, I'll know where I can end at. And I thought instead of using that roll right there, I could use the fence that got smushed, which is the same fencing as that, to block this all out. So this right here is one to this. Then here's a number 2 that comes up to this one right here. And then we got number 3, which comes all the way up to here. So we're short like 2 panels to be able to reach all the way down, but This from here to there I think would be perfect for, you know, the 3 does that we'll have to run in this for the meanwhile. Because I don't have enough panels to get all the way up this. Because this would be 1. And then this one was 2, but it wrapped around. I forgot I have this one here too, I could piece in. And my other ones, maybe I could come up a little further still. But anyways, it's gonna be, if I line myself up, I'm about right here. So they would get quite a bit actually. Actually, I think I need to come over a little more. Yeah, I think we're about straight right there. And I know our neighbor still wants to get all this stuff, so I can't technically put fence up until this is gone. Unless Billy can come here and move it further back that way so then he can still gather it. But I know Billy's got to come in and grade this area through here off too, because that's where I want my rabbits to be. What, there ain't no crispy leaves in there because you girls done ate them all? Is that it? Anyways, I'll be back a little later, everybody. So stay tuned. Miss Zoe here ate all her hay that she had made her nest with, and she's been trying to pull hay out of her hay feeder, so I stuck some in there. When I seen that, I thought, well, maybe she's not pregnant and then I could butcher her. But she's making a nest, so if these 2 girls, which are the half sisters to Zoe and Chloe, if they don't end up kindling, they're going to get put on the butchering box, and I'm just going to get rid of this line, because I'm afraid that if they do end up kindling, that the babies are just going to bloat too, because they're out of the same doe they are out of, and both their litters have bloated, both their first litters. So this is the last time that they're going to be having babies, and then I'm going to cut this litter completely out. This lineage is what I'm trying to say. Now, Miss Holly here had a litter that bloated too, and all we had left was this one right here, which dealt with bloat, and it stays pretty darn fat looking. And it ended up being a buck, and I think I'm going to end up, when it gets big enough, or even possibly when I do the April batch, I'm probably just going to go ahead and put this one in there. Now, Miss Bells, like I've stated before, she's not ever had nobody, but she's out of my Princess line and Darius' daughter, so this is a line that I want to keep. Same with Miss Mabel here, even though I don't really care for her because of her attitude. She is an okay mom. She did have 1 litter that she didn't take care of last time she was bred. They ended up, I don't know, she just didn't feed them or she smushed them, I'm not sure, but they all ended up dying, but 2, because I pulled 2 of them out, which are the 2 white ones, and put them in with her sister, Blue Diamond, and she took care of them, obviously, and that litter is doing fantastic. So I have hopes that maybe one of those are a blue, or not, well, yeah, I'm looking for a blue doe out of that litter, which would be out of Blue Diamond. She ate her tag off, so I need to get some metal and put on it, but she's over here. Well, she was. I still don't think she's made a nest. I really don't think she has. I think all she's doing is, yeah, she's just using it as a litter box. So, I mean, right now, today's the 13th. So some of them got 2 days before they kindle, 2 to 3. And we're looking at, today is Thursday, so I'm going to pull, this is a, oh, she actually pulled some more hair. Does she have babies? No. just pulled the hair, put it around it. Like she's got babies in there, but no babies. Sorry, P.S. This is a daughter out of my other pumpkin girl over here. Who's out of my Haley line that I'm pretty concerned about because her litter that would have been being butchered on our next round, every one of them died from bloat. Now her first litter, I don't remember that happening, which would have been that litter there. But if I think about it, I think maybe there were some. So I'm going to cut the Haley line out too, which really saddens me because that means Holly's got to go. She'll get butchered as soon as this litter is, weaned. Or she'll be butchered when they get butchered. I'm not sure. If anything lives off of it is what I'm trying to get at. And then, like I said, those two right here, they haven't even done anything with their boxes. So I'm okay with that. They're just going to get butchered when we do everybody. I'm just going to butcher them. Now the farm that I've gotten, my 2 blue does and my 2 black does, which would be this one right here. And I don't think she's done anything either. I think, see, she's got an ear down. And I'm assuming that was because of ear mites, but I'm not for sure. But I treated her, so we'll see. She does have a dewlap on, but there's no nest or nothing in there, and she's due the 17th, I believe, which would be Monday. And normally she makes a nest prior to that. And then my honey line, I want to keep those lines too because I haven't had any problems. Cross my fingers, that hasn't happened. And he's out of my honey line, so that's good. He's out of my bell line, and that's good too. He's actually bred to one of the 2 sisters, but I don't know. I do have, like I said, I plan on keeping a white doe if one of these white ones are doe, and then one of these blue ones if we have a doe in here. And the white ones are from my red line, which is my champ line, who is also the brother to my honey line, which is great. This is a princess. This is the sister to the other black doe I have, Orchid, and I've never had any problems with her litters either. And she comes from the same farm I got my 2 blue does from. What I was getting at is they're selling a bunch of their does, New Zealand does anyways, and they're bucks. And they got a white buck that's up, and then they got a couple blue does and a white doe and a broken red doe. And if I had the cage space, I would. This is Haley, and unfortunately I think she's going to have to get butchered too, because if any of these babies end up bloating, then we will have to get rid of this line. I thought yesterday it looked like there were a few of them that had some pudgy bellies, but I'm not sure. I don't see it today. And then this is my honey line, like I've stated before. I've not had any problems with her litters at all. And she's got a pretty little white one. These are Darius cross kids. I could always keep a white one out of this batch and a black one, because I need more whites and blacks for sure. And this little chestnut, broken chestnut here, I'm hoping it's a girl, but I'm not for sure. I think it is because it's got a slender face, but we'll see when it comes time to Some of these are a lot bigger than others. She's just like, no, not. I'm planning to breed her to, I don't know who I want to breed her to actually. Or did I breed her? My plans are to breed her back to Samson. Is that what I did? Because she looks like she's pregnant, but I don't have it. I don't have it to where I see. These babies are coming on 8 weeks old. I should be able to pull these does actually if I had cage space, of course. I need cage space. And then these are magnificents, and I have plans to keep a couple out of this one too. If one of the black ones ends up being a girl, I want to keep it. She's got a couple broken steels that I want to see about keeping if they're girls. And then this litter here, this is the Chloe litter, the one that, or Zoe, sorry. Her first litter that I've been dealing with the bloat from. I'm pretty sure that broken one right there is going to pass. I thought it was already dead and it jumped up when I went to get it. There's a blue one that isn't doing too well too. I think it's that one right there. You can see it's got a wet bottom. And then there's a couple that are just, you know, hanging out. So I don't know. Probably all but maybe 2 or so of these are probably going to end up dying. And if that's the case, I kind of want to go ahead and butcher them Friday. Just go ahead and do it even though they're all on a smaller side, but just get the line out of here. And we'll butcher maybe those blue does. But again, I don't know if they are if they're pregnant or not. And I told myself, well, if Zoe's not, because I noticed that she didn't have nothing in her box, and then I seen she was digging in it. So I thought, well, I'll put some hay in there and see what she does, because she was trying to take hay out of there. But if she's not pregnant, then she can get butchered too. But fortunately, she decided to build her a box. And this girly here, Miss Chloe, she's definitely got a nest in there with her babies. So I think two or 4 did not take. Obviously, we got a nice nest in there. I don't know if Miss Pumpkin's built a nest yet or not. I can't remember if she did. She looks like she's pregnant, but if she's, oh yeah. Goodness sakes, girl, you just been shoving the hay in there, haven't you? Okay. I thought maybe we'll just have not that many litters this time around again, but that's not how it's looking. Yeah, this doe right here, she's just using her box as a litter box, so I'm pretty sure she didn't take. This doe here too, same thing. Nothing in the box but some poop, so they're going to be on the list to get butchered. And I think what I'll do is, well, I just have to see what we end up with. But my plans were, if I had the money, I could go ahead and then purchase some of those other doe. But I have time, I think, to be able to go through and nitpick and choose from the litters that I want to try to keep out of. So I can always do that and just keep breeding off the main rabbits that I do have. So with that being said, I do have a buck though I paid $40 for, knowing that he had bloat. He dealt with bloat. And she said that they had a litter and the litter came out fine, which they bred him to another doe that they had that bloated, and that litter was completely fine. So I was kind of hesitant to get him, but I wanted him because he was a broken red. He was out of very good lines, a farm out of Missouri, and Green, I think it's called Green Gates Farms, Rabbit Tree, something like that. And with that being said, I'm okay with my decision with calling the ones that I think are gonna just cause more problems in the litters, because I think of this, I've waited these Chloe and Zoe, just for instance, it took a long time to be able to get them. So I think of all the money that they've ate so far, and I've gotten one litter out of each, and I've lost at least half of the litter, and they had big litters. Lost half of the litter at the time that they got to, what are they at now, about 13 weeks or so. 12 to 13 weeks is when I usually see the problems with it, and it usually lasts for about a week to 2 weeks maybe before you know which ones are going to live and not. And when it comes down to it, I think, man, I've already rebred those does back, because we need rabbits and hides. And I think to myself, I have to wait 30 days, for them to kendall again. Then you're looking at 13 or 12, just say even 10 weeks. 10 weeks after they're born to see if they're going to bloat on me or not. And then I most likely will have bloated babies again. So I definitely don't want to keep anything from those litters that I know that are coming. And that's sad because I wanted to keep a couple broken reds out of the doe. And I don't know if it would be wise to keep it out of there, because I don't remember any of Haley's babies ever being bloated, but I did have something go wrong with her first litter, which was Pumpkin was in that litter. I had one dead baby that I found, was about 8 weeks old or so, and I started having problems with something that was going on, and I was told that I had coccidity, but when the rest of them were able to be butchered, I didn't have no white spots or anything on the lungs, so it wasn't that. And I didn't notice, I noticed that some of them had like little gas pockets inside them and stuff, but I just thought that was kind of normal. I didn't know no better. So I'm thinking that they possibly had bloat then too, and that the rest of them just didn't have the advanced stages of it possibly. And like, I know for a fact that when we butcher this guy right here, he already looks like he's bloated, but he's lived through it so far, and I think he'd make a perfect little pet bunny, because he is just a sweetheart. He allows me to pick him up, put him in my arms, and he just sits there and enjoys it. He really does. And then when I put him back in, he turns back around to try to get back in my arms. But it's just little stuff like that I think, like, geez, I didn't really want to have to do this, but it just makes financial sense to me, because I'm losing half the litters as it is with the does that I know have a track record of having bloated babies. So that's what I've decided to do, and nothing I can really do about it besides just keep rabbits that I want to keep for breeding out of the litters that I know are good from here on out, which is my magnificent litter, which is the one next to Zoe's bloated baby litters, and then this litter right here, and then I have a chance of getting something out of Princesses, and then Honey's down at the end. So I'm hoping, in all reality, that maybe this will be a better situation. And then we'll get everything moved to where everything's going to be permanently and go from there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to all of our viewers, and as always, till next time, God bless you all. I just came back in here, and just as I speak, Miss Blue Diamond is in there scratching away at her box. So she might be actually starting to build a nest now. And I looked back. She's due the 15th. These two were due the 15th. She was due the 15th, and she's due the 15th. So that's a good thing. We see this. We know at least 3 of the 5 are going to Kendall on the 15th, which is actually Saturday. So that's just 2 days from now. She's due on the 16th, right along with Lavender, Chloe, and Orchid. But like I said, I don't think Orchid took. I think she's dealing with some ear mite issue. And I almost think maybe she's got some ear mite issue going on too. But I'm not for sure. I don't want to treat her right yet. I could treat her after she has her babies. Treat her. But she's too close now to delivering for me to want to treat her. And then I treated her. But like I said, I don't think she's pregnant. And I had Hannah with Champ the last time that she didn't take. She had like a false pregnancy. And then she took this time, but I don't have her down who I bred her to, so I'm assuming I just did a rebreed, but there is no... let me turn the light on. There's no broken reds in here at all. I'm not even sure who these belong to, who the sire is, but I know that they are very fluffy, very skittish. Look at the size of that baby. But when you got a smaller litter, that's what you have to deal with, you know, having smaller litters. I'm surprised they haven't came out more often than what they have. Same with her litter. I'm just really surprised. But we'll see if these ones bloat. Because this is a cross between Rango, which is my bloated buck, and they claim that that litter didn't bloat when they bred a bloated to a bloated, so I don't know. But I know for a fact so far that, you know, just having everybody in there and doing their thing. So we will see come in 2 days, because I had just finished that video, so I'm going to actually put this video in between my last video and, well, no, actually, I think I'll put this at the end of the video, so they'll be a little longer. But, yeah, I thought I would share that she's actually building the nest, so maybe she is pregnant. And we'll just stay tuned for another 2 days, and we should have babies. More babies.